Hey there, today I want to go over the playtest feature in ManyTCG. Right now it only supports Magic the Gathering, and you have to make sure that the deck you're selecting does have a format selected. So you can see I have a Commander deck here, and the playtest button here. Clicking on playtest is going to ask me how many players I'd like to play with. I'll select 2, hit confirm, and it'll make a lobby. I can copy this lobby link and send it to somebody else I want to play with. It's going to grab all the decks for that player that match the TCG and format selected. We can see they have one, so we'll select and hit confirm. Now both players are in the lobby and we can start the game. On this page, there's a couple things I want to go over. All the zones specific to the format is going to be on this far left, and we can minimize it with this arrow or with the hotkey Control-J. We have our hand here, and same thing, we can minimize it with this arrow or with the hotkey Control-H. So if anything's ever in your way, you can hide it real quick. We have our players on the far left here, or sorry, the far right here. We can see that this is my player, and it currently is my turn. And we see the other player here. As well as players, there's a couple of different options to go over. We have our toolbar to change our life or change any counters. We can add tokens to the game, or if we need to roll a die or flip a coin, we can do that. And these last 3 buttons, this one is to pass the turn if it's your turn. You can restart the game. This is helpful if you need a mulligan. It will just reset it for your side of the field, so it won't reset it for everyone. And then you can exit the game here. So let's do some actual play. I can play a land for turn. That's all I can do at this point, and I'll click P to pass my turn. Now I can use the arrow keys to view the other player's battlefield, see what they're doing. We'll swap to the other player. We'll click D to draw a card for turn, and then I'll just play an island. And again, I'll click P to pass. So you can see we're using the hotkeys D and P to do some actions. There's a lot of hotkeys within the playtest page. I encourage you to explore all of them. You can view the global hotkeys by clicking the hotkey help up here. We can see all those global hotkeys. And then there's hotkeys specific to cards and zones. Hovering over here and clicking the drop down, the 3 dots, we can see the hotkeys for this card when I'm viewing it on the other person's battlefield. If I go to a card on my battlefield, we'll see some different options. And this is the case for every card in every zone. For example, when a card's in your hand, you may want to move it to the graveyard. You can just click the button G. And same thing, zones have their own hotkeys. If I hover over hand and view the available options, I have hotkeys for all the cards within my hand. If I want to move them all to the battlefield, I can click B. And then there's also some nice features with drag and drop. If I click and select a couple of cards, we can now move them and rearrange them on the battlefield. Or if I want to move all of these back to my hand, I can do that. Or if they're on the battlefield and I want to tap them all, I can do Control T. Or if I want to untap everything, I can do Control U. And if I click on the battlefield options, we can see some more hotkeys as well. If we want to move them all to graveyard, I hover over the battlefield drop down and click on G, and now they're all in my graveyard. And same thing for library. And then one more thing I want to go over is the comments bar. This is more of the game thread. If I click on this comment button, or if I click Control C, it'll open it up and we can see the game thread. We can see all the actions that a player took, or if you even want to leave a comment, you can do that and comment. If we go to the other person's side, we will see the comment and we can reply back. And any interactions that happen here, for example, if I draw a card or I play a card, anything that is information that the person would want to know. It's going to just automatically post it to that game thread. So I encourage you to explore this playtest feature some more. If you find any issues or want any improvements, let me know. But I hope you enjoy it.